Sachsenring around the rosy. All right, Sachsenring got us a 123 292. I think the fast guys are going to be doing 21s, maybe 20s. I don't know. I feel so out of my depth here. This has got all the kinds of corners that I am not good at. But I practice and perseverance and patience. Lots and lots of patience. This track requires it. Was able to get that time. It's okay. I think it's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll show you the quickest lap I could do. I'll talk through how I did it, and we'll come back here for some final thoughts. Here we go.
Your last lap time was 1:23.62. Sector 3 time is quick. Sector 1 is quick. Your lap time was 1:23.29. Sector 3 time is fast.
All right, Porsche Cup, Sachsenring, using the fixed setup. Haven't touched brake bias or anything like that. Let's go through how we did it. 123 292 was the time that we got. Flat out through the start finish straight. That's pretty self-explanatory. There's these little white markers on this line at the pit exit. There's going to be 2 of them, and then we're going to brake slightly before the third. So we got the third one coming up here, and we're going to hit the brakes a little bit before that and just get on them pretty decently hard there. Gotta be careful with the curbs on this track. They are a bit bumpy. But we're just hitting the brakes pretty hard. We're gonna get down to second gear here. Just easing off the brakes as we turn in. Trying to get the car rotated around. Keep on turning. Let off the brakes, and then we can start getting on the gas. Then once we straighten out the wheel, we can, there we go, straighten it out, throttle it up, flat out for a very short amount of time here. So we are going to come around here, and we're going to lift. Just tap the brakes a smidge, keep the car turning and close to this left hand side here. A little bit of brake pressure. Then we're going to be back on the throttle for a little bit. Straighten out the wheel. Then as we come down here, we're going to have to hit the brakes again. A little bit stronger than we did on that last little curve, but not like super hard. Just got to keep the car turning to the right. We did go up when we were accelerating, we got up to third, and then we came back down to second for this. Just hold that little bit of brake pressure, and then we're going to start putting a little bit of throttle in. Not the full beans. This whole section here is a bunch of timing and patience, which I am not very good at. We're just letting off the throttle there because got on it a little too hard, too early. And get back on it. This is the lack of patience that's coming through here for on mine. And we straighten out the wheel. And we can get full throttle for a little bit here. If you get it, if you slam on the gas too early, or if you're on the wrong part of the track when you do it, you're gonna spin. So just be aware of other people doing that. But then we're gonna have to lift a little bit here, almost immediately. Just lift, or just not lift. Just partial throttle, pretty close, like 80-90%. Then we'll start braking right around where this curb starts. I'm maybe a little bit early here. That's one of my things that I struggled with, is I start hitting the brakes like around here a lot of the times. We want to wait until we get to right around here. And it's just not a lot of brakes. It's just a little bit of brake pressure. And we just got to hold it till we get the car turned. We're still turning the car. Now the car is pointed in the direction that we want, so we can start putting the throttle down. Maybe I should have waited just a smidge further. But we can get back on the throttle here. Not the full beans. So we can straighten out. Now we can get the full gas. We're gonna have to lift going in, down. We've got this long left-hander coming up. And we're gonna have to lift for that. So we can just go full throttle through here. And then as we come down here, we're gonna lift. And you can get your left wheels on this curbing, this very German curbing, and that works. I can't remember if I do it on this lap or not. I think I do. Sometimes I wonder if that's the best way to do it, or just to be right next to it. It is pretty bumpy and can throw you out. We're just gonna wait until we can start seeing the exit coming out here, and then we can start putting the throttle back in. Get on it too early, you're gonna spin when you get down here, or just go wide. One of the two will happen. So we got to be patient and wait for it. We're doing that, and then we're just full throttle through here. Our next braking point is going to be this white line way up here. So we're gonna hit the brakes here. And it's not a heavy braking zone again. It's heavier than some of them ones we've had, but it's just a quick stab of the brakes. And we get down to fourth and turn in. And we'll start hitting the gas about here. And then it's once we get turned, full throttle. And we just full throttle through here, and then we hit the brakes after we get past that curbing there. So we're gonna hit the brakes just a little bit, hold just a tiny bit of brake pressure until we get the car turned pointed the way we want it to go. Then we're gonna hit back on the throttle. I don't want to get on it too early or not enough braking there, because again we'll run wide, and here we can get full throttle once we get the car pointed the right direction. We don't want to run wide over here because that's an off track. We don't want to, we want to get so we can turn in just a little bit more to the center of the track, because if we're out here where we end up, we're not gonna have enough time for the next corner. So we need to be able to get, and we're just keeping that little bit of turn in this whole way, and then we can start turning back the other direction, so we can make this corner, which is just full throttle. Unless you were like over here, like if you went out wide and you're over here, then you'd have to like lift or brake or something. But since we're over here, we can just go full throttle through here. And then the next braking point is just the curbing here. You can go a little bit further in, but I just use the beginning of the curbing as my braking point. And we're just gonna go and start downshifting. I like third this corner. I don't know if fourth's doable or not. This one at the beginning I got better at it. Tricked me up, and I wanted to get on the throttle earlier. It's a longer corner than I think it's gonna be, in my head. So we're So we can start getting on the throttle here, and we have to have weight. That's my solution. Just wait a bit to get on the throttle. And there we go. We got the car turned on the throttle. Come on over here. Keep the left wheels on this side. Just full throttle through here. Right before this white line is our next braking point. Oh, I did a bit earlier than that. I kept on goofing this corner up. And we're gonna slowly ease off the brakes. We turn in, get down to second. Hold that little bit of brake pressure. And as we come over, we can start putting a little bit of throttle in. We got the car pointing the direction we want. And then, here we go, full throttle. We just come out over here. And we got ourselves a 123 to 92. Yeah, the open races are dry and the fixed races are wet this week. So I didn't practice in the wet at all yet. I don't know that I'm going to. This track is hard enough for me in the dry that man alive. Just the all these just timing. And that's, all racing's timing, right? I'm rambling a lot now. I guess all right. We'll keep working on it. And if you want to watch along live when we do the races, head on over to twitch.tv/thepiltdownman. Follow there. Thumbs up if you like the video. Thumbs down if you didn't. And if you think I earned it, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next time. Bye.